Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 8 US rowboat, the Massachusetts. We're playing a ranked match. It is Tier 8 and there are CVs as you can see. One destroyer per side. And I'm going to head towards the sea cap because I think on this map the sea cap is the best cap to fight around. Due to all of these small islands that I can utilize to do all kinds of things. You know, to try to disengage, to try to get closer without the enemy being able to punish me, to use it to dodge torpedoes, etc. Anyway, I'm gonna head over there. The match starts basically the moment both sides get spotted. With CVs, that's very quickly, because when that happens, both sides can already, well, some ships can already shoot the other ones on the other side of the map. I can't because Massachusetts does not quite have the range, 18.3 kilometers. However, ships like the Bismarck and Tippets, they absolutely do have the range. And as you can see, shell fire is already being exchanged. So, the plan here is for us to go into the sea cap, take it, and then the fight is going to be over the B cap and who can hold it properly. Now, of course, the specific details depend on what the enemy does and what exactly my teammates do. However, looking at the minimap right now, on our side at least, I am very happy with my teammates. I think they're all, at least for now, doing the right thing. They're all going into one specific cap zone, which means that we can then easily secure that. Oh, and apparently the enemy is over here too. Their destroyer, the Benson, is actually here. This is actually excellent. Oh wow, and that Richelieu is pushing. That's weird. I guess it's technically not the middle of the map if you think about it. I mean, okay, no, technically it is the middle of the map. It's just that the Richelieu is pushing in a position where we don't actually have a crossfire. All of our ships are in one spot, which means that essentially she could just point her nose at us and start reversing. But for whatever reason she's not doing that, and she is within my secondary range. I am in the smokescreen. If I fire my guns, I'm gonna be spotted. But until I don't fire my guns, I am unspotted and my secondaries will be able to just deal damage freely. I'm just waiting for my main guns for her to show some more side, but I guess the island is going to be in the way. Regardless, the Richelieu was easily taken care of. That's what happens with focus fire. Even battleships go down very quickly. This is why you need to be quite careful in these kinds of situations, and you should not rush in hard. Because right now the enemy is at a massive disadvantage. So I'm gonna push now a little bit. I think it should be okay. I want to be in a position so that once we spot the enemy Benson, my secondaries will be able to help a little bit. I'm not turning in towards the middle at the moment though, because I am still somewhat afraid of the enemy Benson. There could be torpedoes coming and those could pretty much ruin my day. I'm also not sailing in a straight line so that any torpedo protections on me, you know, get screwed up. Massachusetts is fairly good at... Oh, and there are the torpedoes. Anyway, the Massachusetts is fairly good at maneuvering, so being able to avoid torpedoes like this is entirely possible, as you just saw. And we are in the secondary range of the Benson. I am a full secondary build. I have manual secondaries, AFT, which means that my secondaries hit a lot, even on destroyers. Massachusetts secondaries are very accurate, and then you combine it with manual secondaries and it's even better. I'm going to turn away now though, because I want to have some more time to fight the ships over here. You see, all of our team here is fighting this Benson, Edinburgh and the Amagi, or more or less these three ships. Whereas the enemy Bismarck, Baltimore and Mogami aren't really engaging in the fight with us. Oh, and there's the CV. I guess I'm gonna take those tarps. That's okay though. I don't think my main guns are going to be there. Yeah, island in the way. That's too bad. Oh no, the CV torpedoes did a massive 6,000 damage total on the two tarps. I don't think that was quite worth it, but hey, maybe the CVs really starved for damage. The enemy team is 2 ships down. They're in a very bad spot. Our Benson is fairly low HP, so I guess you could consider that maybe they're one ship down in a moment. Because I think our Benson is gonna go down to that Lexington dive bomber strike. Oh no! The CV missed, and I don't think he missed because of RNG, I think he just didn't lead enough. Huh. Okay, we get another opportunity on the Edinburgh. Come on. And soon I'm gonna start turning in towards the middle, because, well, it's fun and games over here. We do need to hold 2 caps to eventually win by points. If we let the enemy take them and hold them, we are going to be in a bad position. Now, the good thing though is that the enemy battleships are, like, we know where they are, and they are in a somewhat crossfire position, but because we have so many ships over here, at least for me, I'm not being focus fire. Okay, our Benson went down, so now it's only 1 ship difference. And they actually have a points lead. This is what I mean with we have to actually fight over the B cap instead of just being content with C. Cruiser obviously is first, especially when they're showing broadside. Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah, Baltimore, please catch some citadels with that. And my secondaries can already open up on the Bismarck. Ooh, there's the Lexington coming. Hopefully my... Oh, wait, I thought that was the enemy battleship. No, that's a Lexington, okay. I guess we're gonna take a shot on the Lexington next. Because I'm actually almost in secondary range. Ah, that's very nice. I also like the name of the CV, Just Dodge LMAO. Well, dodge this one, Lexington. 20k damage just like that. And I'm gonna head towards the Baltimore, Bismarck and Mogami. The only ship I have to really be afraid of there is the Mogami. I think I should be somewhat angled against the enemy Amagi. And I don't think the Baltimore has any opportunity to really punish me. Especially if she shows me that much broadside. This is goodbye, right? Or not, unfortunately for over-penetrations. I wonder if I overpenned her citadel. Regardless, the Baltimore did take priority here for a bit. Unfortunately, my secondaries cannot overmatch the... Or, sorry, cannot penetrate the 27mm armor the Baltimore has, which meant that... Well, sadly, the secondaries wouldn't have been able to take care of her in a timely manner. AP was more important. Anyway, we're gonna take the B cap. I don't really see the enemy winning the game anymore. We have so many more ships at this point, and I have a lot of HP. I mean, even the Teppets next to me has a lot of HP. Also, I wonder what our Shokaku is doing. But I guess even if the Shokaku goes AFK and sits in the corner, it doesn't matter, because we still have too many ships for the enemy to be able to deal with this. I mean, they only have this Amagi and the CV. I think I'm gonna go after the CV and just keep shelling the Amagi while doing so. Oh wow, 3 ricochets and nothing else hit. But since I'm going closer to the CV, I do need to actually care about the planes, because I think it's likely the CV will try to strike me, because, well, you want to neutralize the threat on the CV first, right? Come on, please, shells, hit the Amagi. Please. Okay, I have amazing aim. 2 more ricochets. Wow. This is difficult. I don't even know why. Regardless, we're in secondary range now, so that will just eat away. And once the Teppets gets close, there's gonna be torpedoes. Planes are incoming again, so I'm gonna try to point my nose towards the torpedo bombers. Like, I might not be paying attention to it with the camera, but I'm definitely looking at it on the minimap constantly. More than I was actually paying attention to the enemy Amagi. Because we'll eventually be able to take care of the Amagi, but keep constantly dodging CV drops is actually really important. So dive bombers, you want to turn away from these, you want to show them as much essentially broadside as you can, because they drop essentially in like a line, and so if you are perpendicular to them, they can't hit you with as many bombs, or are much less likely to hit you with as many bombs. Torpedo bombers, on the other hand, you wish to turn in, because the torpedoes will be able to... well, they will hit your side, right? But I think this isn't gonna work, because the island makes... I think I'm gonna be too close to the island for these torpedoes to matter. Yeah. The CV couldn't really properly maneuver there due to the island. Rocket planes, but this is gonna be a very hard drop. He will have to basically fly over me, or do like a really long circle around, otherwise, yeah, you can't drop from coming from up the mountain. And now I have my fighter dealing with the enemy rocket plane, so we just got an AA defense expert, why not? And I still have a lot of HP left, and I'm shooting down so many planes. So, you know the name of the CV, Just Dodge? Well, I did. Now what, Mr. CV? Islands are pretty useful, huh? Anyway, let's try to hit the stern of the ship to go through it, overmatch. And there she goes. Couldn't dodge that one, could you? So, 103k damage, 3 ships sunk, 142 secondary hits, a solo cap, 2 assisted captures. I capped 3 bases in a battleship, sank 3 ships, and I shot down 42 planes. That's... I actually find it difficult to believe that all of this actually happened in the span of one match. 2,567 base XP. Our CV was actually last. I mean, let's be honest, the enemy CV tried, but he was in an impossible situation. Our team constantly grouped up, which meant that she couldn't really get easy drops on our ships, whereas the enemy team, you know, was all separated, which meant that our CV could drop whomever they liked. On top of that, because we were all together, it was very difficult for the enemy to flank us, because when they did, you know, focus fire took them out very quickly. Also, they donated a Richelieu early for basically nothing in return. Damn, 70k anti-air damage in this match. I just can't believe how effective I was against the CV, or how effective the island, to be fair, was against the CV. You can see the island in the background, right? If you can keep an island between you and the planes, that can be very, very helpful. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.